was supposed to be my day off, but I got a good amount of food in me last night, good amount of food in me this morning, so might as well use it to my best advantage. So we're gonna hit chest and shoulders. I did chest pec deck, then I did some flies with the cables. Now we on this joint, and then from this joint, we're gonna go to shoulder presses with the dumbbells. We're gonna do 2 sets every time we climb up. Take about 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a little less in between sets. Like I said, today was supposed to be my day off, but I'm gonna do what works. I'm not gonna get in the gym and do too much. I don't wanna burn too much calories. I wanna use them calories to my advantage. So we're gonna basically push blood for a good 90 minutes. And then hit my 20 minutes of cardio and go and get up out of there. It's steak, rice, and asparagus for my post meal, so you want to take advantage of that too. I picked this machine over Smith because right when I was walking to the Smith machine, somebody took it. But that's a good thing too, so because the Smith would have put my shoulders up under a lot of pressure and I wouldn't have been able to play around with the dumbbells after this like I wanted to. So this is kind of a smart decision. This machine really takes the shoulders out the movement, take the front delts out the movement. As you see, it's like at an angle. It's keeping the triceps and chest a little wider. Would have brought the front delts in it. So that's kind of important part. A lot of people need to learn how to train. That's why a lot of guys make videos like this to really teach guys how to train. Because a lot, see, it's going in 2025 and guys still training the same way, still doing the same shit, and not paying attention to the people who really getting after it. So to separate yourself from the others, you really gotta put your mind in the studying aspect before posting yourself on social media or any internet base. You gotta start doing your study and start, you know what I mean, asking more questions, taking advantage of YouTube videos. Because a lot of guys is really overdoing it, and that's how a lot of guys are really looking the same after some months, years, because a lot of guys ain't really putting their body under the stress that it needs in order to grow. So let's go ahead and get our set. When you're using machines like this, you want to take advantage of these notches and get it about as low as you can get it. Not as high as you can get it so you can be able to just really play with it. But get it pretty low. That's the only way you're going to get chest in the movement. It's just like dips. If you don't go down low enough, you're not targeting your chest. You're just targeting triceps. So play around with dips and really find out where the chest starts to target. The lower you get, the more the chest and a little bit of the shoulder engage. So same thing on bench, same thing on any chest machine. The lower you get, the more you engage that chest. I see a lot of guys saying that they heard guys telling them they ain't supposed to go that low with the barbell on bench. I was talking to a guy the other day and he wanted to bench with me, and as soon as he started benching like that, I just grabbed another bench because I'm not gonna work out with a guy who's half repping and I'm whole repping. I'm just not. That's why when I watch a lot of guys on YouTube and they not doing the work correctly, I turn them off immediately. I don't care how long you've been doing this, what you can say out your mouth. If you ain't doing squats, if you can't do squats, deadlift, bench correctly, I'm not even gonna pay attention to you. And if you gotta wrap your knees up and you young like me, with wraps instead of sleeves, I ain't paying attention to you because you all talk. You look for somebody to help you out. So that goes for these guys who think they're bigger than somebody else, and they really not. Let's get our set. I'm getting all the way low with it. 10 reps every set. Not half-assed. Alright, I had to take a little break. Had to cut the camera, take a little break. We up to 4 plates. I got that water. I see a lot of guys not working out with water too. I don't know how y'all do that. Y'all definitely ain't putting in no work if you working out without water. I seen it. I was working out with a guy last week. He had one of them little waters. He probably drank like this much out of the water. And he over there having a hard time. And it was hot in the gym. We was over at my old school gym. It was hot in there. And he was like, he was dying, and I'm like, bro, you ain't drinking no water. And he was like, I don't really drink water, I drink Gatorade. I'm like, what? Man, I'm telling you, y'all kidneys, y'all insides gotta be crying. Y'all not drinking the proper amount of fluid. And that's why a lot of guys not losing weight too. In order to lose weight, you gotta drink water. It's the only way you gonna lose weight is drink that water. That weight heavy, I'm still running properly. Like my boy Takeover be saying, make that first rep look like that last rep. Man, I be wanting to say something to a lot of guys, man. They talk all that noise and be half repping. I be watching guys talk all that noise and squat worse than a chick. What Takeover be saying? Get them feet close. When you squatting, That's how you target them quads. Guys be over here squatting with their legs wide open, trying to get a fat ass like the chicks. Pause. You ain't got no strong glutes, you ain't gonna have no strong squat. I be looking at a lot of guys, watching them talk shit. Man, come on, man. Can't call yourself a dog in this sport if you doing half reps. And that go for anything. Squats, deadlifts, dumbbells, bench. I stay in my lane. But I will speak on some guys that be trying to bully people online, trying to sound bigger than what they really are. Gotta cut that noise out. Gotta cut that noise out. I don't shout out a lot of guys from my city, but there's a handful of guys down here. Takeover being one of them. He can talk that shit because he bag it up. And I don't ride jocks like the rest of these little pamper boys, but I give credit where credit is due. A lot of these guys can't talk big. Alright, so we went for 2 sets at our top set, and now we working our way down. So instead of doing 2 sets of what's on there, we just gonna go max out, drop, max out, drop, max out, then you're done. But I was finna say something, but I forgot. But finna get this work. I lost train of thought. You know, when you're in that zone, you lose train of thought fast. We done with the chest press incline. Now we're gonna move over to dumbbells, dumbbell press. Cap off them shoulders. You see, I got the feet upright. We ain't doing that's a little bit of slant to it. Because to me, I start feeling in my upper chest, and I like isolation work. I don't like nothing else helping me, so we're gonna stick with shoulders, and we're gonna keep that chair parallel straight up. We're gonna start off with them 60s. All right, 60s was pretty light, so we're gonna move on to them 75s. All right, here we go. 95s, we ain't close to them hundreds. I ain't gonna be able to max out today because my upper chest a little taxed. I'm getting to that point of exhaustion, so I've been doing 7 days straight. So we still gonna push it. No excuses. Fuck the excuses. But 7 days straight, I ain't did this in a minute. Yeah, it's good to take a rest, but if you're feeling good and you feel like you can go in and get a little extra credit, do it. So did 85s, now we gonna do 95s. Yeah. I only got 5. I ain't even happy about that number. So we're gonna go for another set. See what we can get. Come here. Come here. Ain't nothing right way, baby. since I got 5 again, we're gonna bump down to the 55s. Oh yeah, 30 reps.
One more.
Oh yeah, 15. Yeah.